There was nothing else that they could do about it. They just had to ride with it. They had to know, that editor, whoever edited that book, had to know that people were going to be like, what the fuck is this? So I really wish that I'm gonna have to try to see if I can look up see if Sister Soldier's done any interviews really since people. Yes, honey. Don't you feel like that's what it is too? That they had to get their money's worth out of it because they knew that if they would have released that book and people had started, even though people would have still bought it at the very beginning, but it would have curtailed a whole bunch of them sales. Because I know a lot of people that bought pre-sales and then they ain't read the book because they just been hearing everybody. I have never seen so many critiques of a book ever. Like that's on a real publisher, like people that self-publish. You know, that kind of thing might happen, you know, because you put your own shit out. You like your book, you put it out. But when you on a Simon & Schuster, that's a huge publisher. And everybody.
Okay. So I was listening to Roxanne's book club meeting about life after death. And I decided that I wanted to come and do a live on this channel just so I can like comment on what she said on her part. And I'm also going to do my own thing, but I kind of just wanted to come and talk about this first half of the book that she talked about. I know I'm mad, like, cause I forgot. Just because in my mind on Saturday, I'm like, I gotta be in there. Sunday.
Yeah, people been returning. I know a lot of people that have returned and been like, no, give me my money back.
We're going to talk about it, though, but I want to listen to the rest of what Roxanne had to say.
Books, because I had a friend that returned hers on Amazon.
And, you know, you have to be a member of her Roxy Reads book club to even hear this video. So if you follow her and you like, well, I didn't see that, it's because this is a part of her Patreon. So you have to pay for this.
And like I said, very disturbing. Like, I look at Sister Soldier different. Like, I don't know what's going on in that child's head.
Okay, so I'm trying to like give people a chance to get in here because I didn't say I was doing this. So I know, you know, y'all didn't know because I didn't say it. But I didn't know either. But I just kind of felt the need to come on here and talk about it. And I'm just kind of, you know, waiting for a few more of y'all to step into the room before I get into it and just kind of talk about the things that Roxanne was saying in the book. Let's see.
Oh no, man.
But y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can hear me. Y'all can see me because I haven't seen any comments in a second. And I know it's not that many of y'all in here, but I still wanted to I got the message, wrong messenger. Why you say that? You hated it and you only halfway through. It's a no for you. Hold up, y'all.
Who won't? But see, that's the thing, Raven. We are the target audience for this book because the majority of women the majority of people in this book club is Black women that are between the ages of 30 to 50.
Oops. Did not mean to do that. I'm trying to share this in my Discord and it is giving me the damnedest time. Can somebody share this in the Discord, please? Thank you. Somebody posted it. Thank you. No.
Please. Thank you. Somebody posted it.
Trying to click back on Roxanne. Shit.
To 50.
Okay.
30 to 55.
I'm not even all well lit and stuff.
And we all read the first book back when it first came out. So we are the target. We are the people that
I just finished the book.
I mean, these young kids don't know about Sister Soldier. So yeah, this is the group that was her target audience for sure.
Thank you. I was disappointed. Why were you disappointed?
Try to read it first and then return it. Amazon does return. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Why were you disappointed? Talk to me.
Oh no, Puddin', you look like you're gonna be stuck with that one. Sounds like True Blood with the shape shifting. Yeah, it was very. I don't know. I don't watch any of those kind of shows, so because y'all know I'm scary.
And I think that's why you didn't like
it.
it.
Some of the books that we've read in the before, so
Or that's why she had the reaction that she had to it, because
just hold on,
this type of shit ain't for everybody. I get that.
You did a double deal. You was able to help sisters.
Okay, hold up, y'all. I'm trying to make sure. This just might be free. Because I want to. All right, so basically, we find Winter Santiago after like 15 years in prison, still with the same messed up mindset about life. Oh, it's all about the clothes. She was about to get on a reality show. She was gonna bring all her homegirls from the jail that she came up with her on this reality show. But it was always in the mind frame, I'm that bitch. I'm gonna make sure they eat, but I'm gonna always stay on top, and they're gonna do what I tell them to do. It was always in this mindset of feeling like you were a god over somebody in a way. Okay. This book was definitely propaganda for the religious place that Sister Souljah is in her life right now. Okay. Sister Souljah is, of the Muslim faith, I believe. I've seen her cover her hair and all of this shit, right? So for me, I feel like this was more so her showcasing how she feels about this generation and all of the negative things that we uphold as far as worshiping false gods and caring so much about materialistic things and sex. And she really has a thing against anal sex. I'll tell you that. Really, I guess, I don't know if in a Muslim religion, people, view anal sex as a way to like harm somebody or, as of the devil. I guess that's how they feel about it. It's of the devil, because she used that a lot when she discussed, having sex with the devil. It was, anal sex. If he butt fucked you, then you were going to turn into some type of, bottom feeder animal. So first, she turns into a snake, then she turns into a dog, then she turns into a rat. And it was like all of this depravity that she was excited to be a part of. Like, it was a lot of depravity that was going on. But I definitely feel like she was trying to like convert people. And listen, I read it, and oh, hey Talika. I read the whole book in its entirety, but we only gonna talk about a certain portion of it because I want to actually, come and talk to y'all in full about it. But I understood, I was listening to the audio book. And I understood that she was about to get out of jail. Her brother-in-law put together this whole situation for her so that she would be able to, blow up on reality TV once she got out of jail. She walks out of jail and gets killed. Some drink, please. So at first I thought it was going to be like, okay, who killed her? Like, who shot you, bitch? I thought that's what it was going to be. But that's not what it was. It wasn't a who shot you. It wasn't that at all. Because as soon as it was like, who shot you, we found out it was one of the homegirls. Okay. They hating on her, mad that she's still the queen bee. And to me, that was you can't go through your life treating people like shit and think that you're going to have all of these, great moments. Did you really think you was going to go to jail, learn absolutely nothing, get out of jail, and then get on top again because you went to Santiago as if there haven't been a whole bunch of bitches that had been, a drug dealer kid? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not the only one that was a drug dealer kid or dated a drug dealer. Like, that whole lifestyle and upholding that lifestyle is old and played and tired, to be honest. Like, I don't see a lot of people bigging up being a drug dealer girlfriend in this time frame. And this time frame is to be a rapper's baby mama. Okay? You got to get pregnant by somebody famous, So I understood the whole time what was going on as far as feeling like, okay, I think she is in some type of purgatory. She died, and then she goes to see her dad. Roxanne said she felt like her relationship with the father was somewhat incestuous, the way she talked about him, his muscles and all of this type of shit. And I was like, definitely. Hold up, yo. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. I'm just trying to change the channel because they talking about George Floyd on my TV and I don't feel like it. But yes, the way she feels about her daddy is incestuous. She worships her dad, even so. That's another thing that was a topic of conversation. The way you worship shit, the way you worship clothes and Tom Ford and Gucci and all of this shit. It was like, oh, the materialism, and all of that type of stuff. And then the promiscuity. And I also don't like, there was a scene in a book where, and I'm not sure if this is a part they're going to talk about because Roxanne still has like 20 minutes left in this video. But I was wondering if they were going to talk about when she meets her children that she aborted. So apparently a part of Muslim faith, I'm guessing, I could be wrong, I don't know, but that you're going to have to meet the children you aborted. I didn't like that. I didn't like pushing that on people to feel bad or to see, abortions as, souls that are somewhere adults now, mad at you and you need forgiveness and all of this type of shit. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that mindset. I personally would never have one. But I don't feel like I appreciated that. That made me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do recognize that people feel this way. People do feel that way. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the time, religious people feel that way. People who are Muslim, people who are Christian, whatever. They feel how they feel about abortion. So I understood that. I was able to take my emotions out of it to continue to listen, even though it was something that made me so uncomfortable that she talked about as a part of the book. But hold on, let me see what else Roxanne said. Hold up.
And the black book owner.
Y'all comment and tell me, what y'all feeling so far, just about what we've discussed thus far.
Well, Sasha, she didn't write this one or she didn't write the first one. And I'm almost ready to say she didn't write the first one. And maybe this is the one, because I've had so many people tell me that the rest of her books are not all that good. I haven't read any of her other books. So
I haven't read any of the other books either. The Midnight book and all of that, I didn't read that one.
I thought that it was going to be difficult for her to top the first one. So I was trying to go into it, not even comparing it, just appreciating this book for what it was. But it ain't got shit to do with the first book. I don't know what the point is either, Nita. But I was hoping that in the second half of the book, we'll get that point. But even people that I know that have finished the book is like Roxanne, and it ain't no point, child. It just ain't no point.
See, I don't agree with that. I don't agree that there was no point. I definitely feel like the point of the book was to make people realize that they needed to give their life over to Allah before it was too late. Or, even if you're going to live your life on earth and all of that, just know you're going to get to a place where you're going to have to change your life at some point. I think it was definitely more so about that than anything, and showing that there are consequences to your life. You know what I mean? So this whole, idea that there was no point, I don't agree with that. I felt like I understood the point from the very beginning of the book, which is that you cannot live your life a certain way and think it won't have its consequences. It can't always be about you. You are not to be worshipped. You are not a god, and all of that type of shit. Don't have abortions, don't have anal sex. All of that is the devil. Okay. But to me, like, okay, so there's a portion where she starts talking about when Winter was fucking the devil's son. Ralph Reads on YouTube read Midnight. It was incredible. Okay, is that something people do? They read shit on here. They get paid for that. I might do that. I might think about doing that, y'all. I sure do enjoy, reading things, especially, you know, reading it out loud with like, you know, diction and everything. But yeah, so Winter has sex with and this is her life is like this. I find a man, I fall, you know, I put all my loyalty in the man. I'll do anything for him. He can fuck on whoever he want to fuck on as long as I'm the main bitch. Like, she was a dog, but she kept looking at her relationship with the devil like her relationship with a man. And I think that was a metaphor in speaking on how women will give up so much of everything for some dude. They will give up everything for some dude. They will be depraved. They will have sex they don't want to have. You know, they'll do all kind of stuff just to prove that they're loyal to a man, and then, you know, ask for a different level of loyalty from that man. Because to her, as long as she was first, then she, you know, she was okay with it. You know, she was okay with being a dog and watching the devil's son fuck some other girl. You know what I'm saying? And then watching that girl turn into a rat when he butt fucked her. Like, it was crazy. It was very, you know, but I think the whole point of grossing you out the way it did was to show you the depravity and to show you the lows that people will go to and where they will be in their lives, and Allah will still forgive you. You can be getting butt fucked as a dog by the devil, and if you decide to turn your life over to Allah, he will take you in. Okay? Like, that's the thought process that I'm getting from this. Okay? You want your Audible credit back? I don't agree. Because see, to me, a good book, one thing keeps me enthralled. And I was enthralled because I wanted to understand. Even when I was confused, I wanted to understand what the fuck was going on in the book. I felt like I understood, but I needed the clarity. And I feel like the book could have been better. I did not like the ending, and we'll talk about that in a separate video. But I really felt like she had good bones. This girl thinks she's going to get out of jail, but she dies and ends up going through purgatory and having to figure out where she went wrong in her life. But I think it would have been better if she had went and revisited those moments for real, talked to her mom, had clarity on, you know, certain moments. But I don't think that it was written in a way for it to be, you know, realistic like that. She would have conversations with her kids, or she went to that place where they put you so you can learn more about yourself before the decision is made. That's in the second part of the book. So y'all don't know about that yet if you haven't read the whole thing. I was confused but kept reading, and when it was over, I understood it and really loved the book. I liked it. I really did. I just didn't like the ending. I felt like the ending should have been different, but I understood what she was trying to do. And I feel like you have to either read the whole book or listen to the audio book in order to really grasp it, because I think some of it would have been hard for me to understand if I were reading it on paper. Whereas listening to Nia Long act it out, I feel like I had a clearer understanding of what was taking place. So moments that were transitions, like she talks about how I look down and all of a sudden I have dog legs. I'm a fucking dog. Like all of that type of shit. Like I understood that because to me, it sounds like how my mind understands my dreams. When I dream, there is no transition point. You're just popping from this place to this place, from this to that, and there is no transition. So I feel like when she started to describe Winter going from person to person after she died and then ending up in the purgatory hell type place, you know, it's the stop before the drop. That's what they kept calling it, in the stop before the drop. And the stop before the drop is basically giving you everything that you had in the real world, good and bad, and helping you try to figure things out. Okay. So the children that she aborted, there were twins that she aborted at some point. Those children are trying to fight for her to go to heaven. And she doesn't understand that her need for that nigga and all of this other shit is her downfall. She doesn't get it. She doesn't understand it. And it's a representation of how people are when they don't realize that they're fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They're doing all this stuff like, well, I'm doing what I want to do. You know, if I want to fuck that nigga, I'm going to fuck that nigga. And, you know, I don't want to be a dog, but I want to fuck that nigga so bad that if he want to fuck me in the ass and turn me into a dog, then I'm going to do it. Like the depravity of that mindset. I have seen, read, you know, all kind of fucked up shit. So for me, this is like, okay, that's a bit much. My skin is crawling. Can we get past this moment? You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much how I feel. But I often approach books, movies, anything that can keep my attention. I approach it with openness and allow it to move me and allow it to, you know, permeate. Because I feel like the book really had me thinking about shit. Like it really had me thinking about, should I consider being a Muslim, bitch? Like it had me thinking about shit because I had no idea that in the Muslim faith, you go through a time where they allow you to atone for what you've done. And then the choice is made versus what Christianity teaches, which is straight from, straight from earth, you going to heaven or hell. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there was definitely propaganda in it because it made me think about my own, feelings about religion and all that type of shit. But I feel like the fact that it made me think about it made it a good book. The fact that I was enthralled and finished the book in a couple of days, that made it a good book to me. The fact that I was not expecting her to take the standpoint of somebody died and now they have to learn from the life they lived because they did not learn while they were in jail. Like I understood all of that. All of that in essence makes sense for me. So I wasn't as confused as a lot of people when they were in the book. And then, I just kind of felt like there were certain things, and I'll talk about those things more so in the second part. But there were things about the second part of the book that upset me and made me feel a way about the ending and, just the overall story arc, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, you guys, I understood and I enjoyed the book. I'm going to just tell y'all that I did. I don't know if I feel the same way as Roxanne feels about how she said that. I don't know if Sister Souljah wrote both books. I don't agree with that because I feel like there's a type of language that Sister Souljah has that I definitely heard, but it's also, it's dated. I'm going to say that. Like the way she talks in the book and all of that type of shit, it's dated, but it fits because the person has been in jail for 15 years. People who have been in jail for 15 years that learn nothing are regressed and are stuck in the moment they were in before they went to jail. So that's another reason why her diction, her mindset, the way she speaks didn't change, but then you'll hear different parts of the book explained in a different way where, because Roxanne was like, at one point she's doing the erotica. And then at another point, she's talking about her religion and then the hood shit, And I'm like, that's because Sister Souljah as a person is the God outside of the book, basically. Like, there's God in the book and there's God in her religion, but she to me, her viewpoint of herself is my understanding is greater. So I'm writing the book from the understanding that my understanding is greater than the person in this book. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you hear the differences in the way she approached the characters, the way they talk and all that type of shit. I did not like when she went to see, because there was confusion from when she saw Midnight. The part when she goes from Midnight to all of the doors, all the several different doors, the doors were platinum and the door were gold. I was like, where the fuck are we? And how long are we going to be going through all of these doors that go through nothing but another door? That shit made me mad. I was like, okay, can we get past this? How many doors, bitch? Okay. I just thought, and I find it intriguing. And that was my thing. I definitely found it intriguing. I did not feel so lost that I didn't want to, I didn't want to keep listening. I definitely wanted to keep listening. And there were times where I didn't like the change in diction and accent and all of that type of shit. But I feel like, it was one person trying to relay several different types of mindsets and understandings. And that shows up differently. even if it is all one writer. I think Nia Long's voice also made it easier to listen to for me. I love Nia Long's voice. It's relaxing. I love to hear her talk about sex. It turns me on. So yes, I was definitely annoyed when shit got, animalistic, because it's like, I don't want to hear that shit. But you fucking regular people, I want to hear that. But I think there was erotica involved because this is the person that Winter was, about the sex and the pussy thump. Child, the pussy thump takes me out. Make my pussy thump. Say it one more time, bitch. Say it one more time. Say it 5 million times. All right, let me hear the rest of what Roxanne says. I'll comment further.
Can you imagine if you have a drink and sit down with Sister Soldier, what the conversation would be? This girl come out with all kind of outlandish craziness. You'd be like, what is wrong with you, girl? Well, honey, I done told y'all the dog pussy hole was the one for me. I was like, after that, I was like, ain't no telling what this.
Let's see.
Whatever, when I read it the second time, got on my nerves real bad. So the way I felt about it the first time I read it, and as a grown woman today, I just was like, oh, I could have passed on reading that again.
Right. I read The Coldest Winter Ever when I was in middle school.
This is something else. This is religious propaganda. I don't know. That's not even
It is. It is. I agree.
Genre, but that's kind of how it is. It's just them trying to convert somebody. I feel like these girls is popped out today talking about somebody that was in here that was Muslim that could explain that. Like is this what's going on? Not the no stop, the drop before you stop, before you drop, and all of that.
I don't think they saw you.
Oh, her IG. I'm sure you can Google it. That's what she said. I don't know. Said something about maybe there's gonna be a part 3. What is gonna be a part 3 to this book? Mommy D.
Oh yeah, I definitely felt that there could possibly be another part to the book the way they left it off.
Who's gonna buy that book? She'll be lucky.
Honestly, I would want to listen to it.
People to buy that damn book. Miss Gina, you saw my belly out.
Let me tell you what. I love Roxanne, y'all. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I think the people that read the first book were expecting a hood drama. That's what they were expecting, and that's not what they got. They got religious, fantasy realism type shit. You know what I'm saying? They got something that they were not expecting, and I think it's hard for people to stay in tune with something when it's not what they expected, and it's not something that they normally read or understand. Somebody like myself, we often take these dog trips, in other places. So my mind isn't all it don't take me on this trip of, oh Lord, and it ain't that deep. It's when I'm listening to it, it's like that shit is gross. And then you just keep going. That's how I felt about it. I would like to see what y'all say. Any of y'all think y'all might want to come in for a little stream, y'all, right quick? Are y'all good with the typing? Because we could just with the typing. But I wanted to come on here instead of coming on Instagram or my main channel, because this is just, more of a conversational situation and more relaxed than how I would normally do things. And we just came back from getting food. So we about to eat these burgers that Lyric made me get from Big Papa's, which is Master P's burger joint. It better be good. Facts. I read a lot of paranormal by Black authors that I found thanks to Kindle. So maybe that's why I was intrigued. Oh, really? Like who? Name some authors, because a bitch loved her. Okay, some Kindred. Okay. Oh, that was Kindred was such a good book. I need to read that again. By Octavia Butler. I wish we could appreciate reading material even if it is not deemed urban lit. All of us don't need that, even though it's still appreciated. Yes. And that's what I felt. I feel like the fact that people are giving it 1 star, the fact that, they're saying it's terrible, I feel like it's because you're not really giving it a chance. And also because you may not have the imagination that it requires to take the ride. A lot of people don't understand that reading essentially is your imagination. So things that they would understand if it was on television, they have a hard time understanding when it's in book form. So, I just think it's important to just sometimes read things in their entirety before you really deem something trash. You know what I'm saying? Because, child, what you mean who remember them Fear Street books? This bitch. I feel like I just recently read a Fear Street book.
Like, you have a Fear Street book, like, visible right now.
Oh yeah, I definitely have Fear Street on my bookshelf.
With that girl.
Child, I love Fear Street books. They were my fave growing up because they always like fucked your head up. They always had a good twist. I love a book with a good twist. Let's see if Roxanne says anything else I should comment about.
Yeah, we won't be buying no third part. She better be glad she got this $13 out of me from my ebook, my iBook.
Yeah, it was just a credit for me.
I'm definitely gonna see if Brittany will come and see if she enjoyed it, because she told me she was like, she's enjoying it. She likes the fact that she's just trying to get people to. I mean, I see what the point was. I mean, I think the point is to try to get people to realize that it can be so bad in this little area. You can still turn your life around and go to heaven for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Double Dare, Double Date. Yeah, I read that one.
She ain't got to worry about another penty from Roxanne. Not a one. Not a one. Yeah.
Jade Royal called Pride based on 7 Deadly Sins. Okay.
With her be in space. It's probably gonna be her in hell if she don't choose to go to change her life in the way that she is right now. I don't see that girl making no changes.
Some big ass weird tries, bro.
Spiritual redemption. Yeah, that's what I feel like. I know that's what they were trying to get. Somebody said the book is stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it.
Open your burger up and put
man. So. All right, you guys. So I know if you guys don't want to finish it, then I understand.
Open it up.
I'm gonna eat it as is. I don't want that on my burger.
We're gonna finish it. We're gonna discuss.
It's supposed to be a bacon cheeseburger.
Right. This is how they do it. I had no idea.
Yeah, we just gonna act like
it said grilled bacon. It said grilled bacon too, bitches.
It said grilled bacon too.
Give me a
They had
piece.
the option to be grilled or
Yeah.
I
Wait, no, there is bacon on here.
You good. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want that. Fried bacon. The fuck I look like? You gonna kill me. What happened, baby?
Yeah, some people are just perpetually deep. Like, they just love to be deep, and they like the whole, I'm not a deep person. I'm very smart. I would like to think that I'm smart enough to realize what people are trying to say, even if you are extremely deep. But this mess here, child, I don't.
It was really off-putting.
Like anything about the book? Was there any part that you was like, oh, okay? Because we gonna try to end it on a good note.
No, nobody gonna say no. Was there anything that y'all liked about the book?
Okay. I might try to make up a scoreboard and bring it all down.
Let me know.
So we can start really writing down these scores. You like the blank page at the end. any redeeming quality. The cover was very nice. Lady T, you got to protect your spirit, girl. I understand. Souls, okay. That was, especially the ones that was from. So, that was something that we didn't realize, that Winter had twins that she had aborted. We didn't know that in the first book, right?
So Roxanne has a book club, and you pay for her book club. That's why I'm not playing the whole thing, and I'm just kind of going through it after I've already listened to the majority of it, just to see what else she said that I should comment on, because she wished I was in there and I forgot. But I'm gonna be in the next one. The cover was nice. The burger is good. It's really good. That's why I'm eating it in front of y'all like this. I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything all day.
Glad we ain't got to talk bad about the man.
Oh. Okay, you like knowing about what happened with Midnight. So y'all say those books were actually kind of good, right? The UBS kids were my favorites. So y'all what did y'all like about the UBS kids?
Mama's story would be more interesting. Maybe
Unborn Souls.
I guess you don't stay in there that long. Portia seemed to be doing good. She did settle down with the filmmaker. Okay, the cover is nice. So, okay, you guys, the cover is nice. We like the fact that the Unborn Souls was nice to her, and Portia's doing good. Those are our three.
Hey, that's what y'all said too.
So, those are four good things. Yes, Sasha, but we didn't know that she had twins, because remember
But yeah, y'all, that's all I gotta say about it so far, because I don't want to keep talking and give y'all stuff that happens, all the way at the end of the book. You found the part about UBS good? I like them because their thoughts were honest, and it makes you think about when folks have abortions. Yeah.
And that's basically what the whole, scenario should be like. Should have been like.
It should have been more of that though. Like, instead of her, getting caught up with the girls and going to the club that's basically hell. Like, it's like, what the fuck? To me, Winter was just so fucking exhausting. That was the main issue for me. She was so exhausting. Like, bitch. These people trying to save your dumb ass. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm starving. The hell part was really drawn out. Yeah, it was. You love the Midnight series? Okay. I might have to get into that. She was exhausting, and I was like, stop cussing. I found it interesting that the OBS can request to be born again. I feel that way. I've been wanting a burger for a while now. The way she kept trying to that nigga though, that shit was aggravating the fuck out of me. Like, why you gotta be so dumb for any dude? Let alone somebody that y'all just refer to as that nigga. Like, the fuck? Like, I was like, bitch, don't you understand? That's the devil. That's the devil. Also, she could be the boss bitch. Like Brooklyn mama. Not like crackhead mama. Like back like Brooklyn mama. The fuck? 15 years in prison and learn nothing. Nope. Not a thing. Not a thing. Right. This is why I don't like burgers. They're so messy. That shit was so wild. Not even education. My exact. I know she ain't pick up a trade or nothing in the penitentiary. My exact. I mean, yeah, it was just frustrating. Like that was the biggest thing to me, just how frustrating it was that she just wasn't getting it.
The way she talked about Midnight, that's why it felt like it was a different writer. She was so obsessed with Midnight. Between Midnight and her father, it's just weird, y'all. That's enough. We ain't talking about this mess no more. We're gonna save it for the end of the month.
All right. Child. I still enjoyed it, and I feel like if people started it, that they should finish it. Instead of just throwing it away because you didn't understand it. I feel like there are a lot of books I've read where it didn't really, it wasn't clear to me immediately. And I had to like read it over again to get a clear understanding. I know. I basically just listening to Roxanne's video and then responding to it, but I'm going to save this. Yeah, she talked to her dad like he was her man or some shit. Like that's, yeah. It definitely was on that level, but I think that's how she felt about him. I also think it was to show how she idealized so many things, but not God. Your daddy. Brooklyn mama. Clothes, jewelry. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to have those things. Get out of here. That nigga smell food. But you should finish the book. Yo, my sinuses today, you guys. Oh my God. I can't breathe through my nose. I don't know. I'm going to make it tonight for the panel because I still don't feel good. And I still haven't even recorded Married to Medicine. I ain't worked out. Babe, I'm done. I want to get into it, but real talk, I'm going to have to reread the coldest whenever because it's been years since I read it. You don't have to. I'll have a therapy session tomorrow. They're charging my ass for it. I might as well. But yeah, y'all. I'm gonna end it here. And I'll see y'all tonight at the panel on Scotty by Nature channel. If not, Again, y'all see me in the videos. Y'all know how I go. Bye.